Blog Talk Radio. This conference is being recorded. This sanctuary, our beloved, please bring us peace and protection. May all who enter be nourished with love. Hallelujah. Amen. Oh, blessed be allowing. Hallelujah. Amen. Oh, blessed be so live. Please bless this day, sanctuary, all around, beloved, bring us peace and protection. May all who enter be nourished with love. Hallelujah. Amen. Oh, blessed be allowing. Hallelujah. Amen. Oh, blessed be so it is. Please bless this day, sanctuary, all around, beloved, bring us peace and protection. May all who enter be nourished with love. Hallelujah. Amen. Oh, blessed be allowing. Hallelujah. Amen. Oh, blessed be so it is. Hallelujah. Amen. Oh, blessed be allowing.
Aloha. Good evening. This is Andrew Aloha live out of Flagstaff, Arizona, with spiritual production of Blog Talk Radio, establishing and maintaining right relationships between human values. And just to let you guys know, tonight I'm at the Radisson Woodlands Hotel here in Flagstaff. So if you guys ever get a chance to stop by and say hi, you're more than welcome to do so whenever I do these shows here. Now, we've got a lot going on. This next week, now, let me see, Monica, Anita, is this next week? Is that Easter? Next weekend?
Yes.
Holy cow, it's that fast? Can like somebody slow down time a little bit? That would be helpful. You know what I'm saying? So I want to give a shout out to 13 Sons. I don't know why I can't be 14 or 15 Sons, but that's fine. And then also Pitama, I guess that's how you say it. Aloha, thanks for stopping by. And then we have some people here on the guest line. Area code 310, area code 111, restricted number, and then area code Goosey's here. Goosey, you've been here before. So anyhow, we're going to talk to you guys here in a little bit. Right now, what I would like to do is introduce tonight's underwriters, starting out with Revitalized Biogenic Activator at www.revitalizedbiogenic.com. born out of the Soviet space industry, revitalized water, the product of 30 years of and billions of dollars of Russian research, is believed brings about more of the science of water together in one product than any other water available today. The well-defined purple crystal-shaped water enables a rapid absorption and usefulness by our cells, thus the increased osmotic drive created by imprinting the water with a high amplitude frequency assists the cells with a healthier foundation for nutrient uptake. It releases toxins out of the body, speeds up the delivery of the nutrients and into the cells, and potentially increases your energy. And for those of you, now, just today, if you guys are interested, I put out a special, and these guys that are on the lines, they have their own specials. And if they want to reveal this to you here online, they can as soon as we bring them on. But for Andrew, Aloha, myself, and I decided, well, we're going to go ahead and do some readings. So if you guys are interested in doing a 2-for-1 special, I have that available going on. And then also, I just mentioned the show. It's up through it's going to be through the end of April. And then also for those people that are going to be in Texas, right now I'm bringing in for the price of one ticket to get into the weekend for the Golden Age Aloha tour there in Dallas, Texas. Then you can bring a buddy as well. So anyhow, we're going to be bringing in Stephen West at www.powerheal.com. By divine design, you can power heal yourself. Do you or any of your loved ones suffer from pain, depression, stress, cancer, obesity, cardiovascular disease, AIDS, inflammation, or anything else? Do you want peace, love, joy, energy, fun, endurance, power, or any inner beauty that truly comes from within as well as without? Fast, proven, successful, and safe Power Heal methods through zero disease can help you stop pain, loss of energy, and disease in less time than taking pills. And then we have Lori Larch at www.femininewisdom.com. And for those of you guys that are going to be here in Sedona at the end of May, Stephen West will also be doing a workshop here at the end of May here in Sedona. And we also have Lori Larch that's going to be with us in Dallas, Texas at www.femininewisdom.com. Sacred Sexuality Educators. Lori Larch is a natural teacher who will guide you on a journey that integrates both ancient Eastern esoteric practices with discoveries in Western medicine and science. She has developed a unique approach to healing and empowering others. She knows her subject intimately. She listens mindfully and thoughtfully to each individual, cultivating their life force to help discover their bliss. And then we have Crystal Dawn Morris, who's going to be doing a contract training workshop at the end of May, which Andrew, Aloha, myself, and I are scheduled to go to. But anyhow, you can go to www.tantrafораwakening.com. Certified Sky Dancing Tantra teacher for Tantra for Awakening, Morris has the mission of helping people live a more conscious, connected life. She actively supports you in experiencing much more love, joy, and freedom in your life, offering practical tools that are easy to use and give immediate results. After attending an event or coaching session with Morris's students, and clients report being more open and present to the bliss that is available in every moment. Her commitment is to create a world based on love, respect, and compassion for all beings. And then we have Luminous One, who's going to be doing she's at www.portusoftranscendence.com. Luminous One leads mystical journeys to sacred sites, including Peru, Egypt, Greece, Mexico, Guatemala, England, and Sedona. She was born with the ability to walk between the worlds and see into the matters and heal. Various multidimensional encounters she's had include several near-death experiences, levitation, stigmata, vast psychic and spiritual openings, interactions with other medicine people and shamans. She offers shamanic energy medicine, Monique Wright, and intuitive consulting, and is an author of Portals of Transcendence that will, she's coming out with a book called Portals of Transcendence this summer. And then we have Dr. Sheila Z. Sterling, who's going to be doing also a seminar, a workshop at the end of May in Sedona at www.truelife-solutions.com. A specialist in getting to the core of matters, Sterling assists you with all that holds you back from your highest vibration or vision. A professional intuitive empath and energy specialist, Sterling shares divinely acquired messages that she considers groundbreaking through transformational workshops. One of them being intentional wellness experience, the intentional wellness experience that's going to be in Sedona on May 22nd. Sterling is also a sound and vibrational therapist, an award-winning author with a PhD in natural health and philosophy, offering private sessions in circular repatterning, meditation, and angelic connections. And tonight, we have Anita Casalina with us at www.anitacasalina.com, founder of the Terra Healing Center in Marin County, California. Casalina is based both in San Francisco and Hawaii. She's heard the voices of angels or spirit guides since she was young, and now has a private practice as a sacred channeler and intuitive healer since 1982. She channels loving and powerful guides to clarify and give insights while using sacred light as a healing tool. She teaches light healing, intuitive training, and a form of spiritually focused emotional freedom techniques to clients all over the world. And then we have Pamela 9, a PhD at www.pamela9.com, an international professional intuitive counselor and spirit medium. 9 is also an accredited publisher, writer, as well as intuitive awareness and spiritual development educator for more than 20 years. She has served thousands of people all over the world and is owner of the 9 Wellness Center in Knoxville, Tennessee. She's publicly recognized as a messenger of spirit and one of the most gifted psychics and mediums in America, offering personal and group intuitive counseling sessions, lectures, workshops, and classes, along with an online educational program. And we also have Frank Hugenard at www.discoops.com. Discoops is the creation of Frank Hugenard, who began playing Frisbee in 1969, started playing Ultimate in 1979, dissatisfied with the artificially low glass in the Ultimate, created the Ultimate phenomenal team sport. He states he wanted to create a game that allowed players to do a lot of things that they are unable to do with the scope of Ultimate, which is also a Frisbee game. Frisbee Ultimate is created to be non-competitive. As a result, it has no bitterness. Most of the rules are simply never well thought out. This is what Ultimate always should have been, and much, much more. Additionally, Hugenard is a producer of a movie called Beyond Me, a film on conscious evolution and instinct. Anyhow, I want to welcome all of you guys and thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you coming by here. I know you guys have lots of questions for us, and we're going to get to them as soon as we can with as minimum amount of time as possible. But we also want to make sure that you guys also get a nice, full-fledged answer that will be satisfied, that you can take home and be able to integrate and work with further down the road. Tonight I'm here at the Radisson Woodlands Radisson Hotel in Flagstaff. I think the manager said he's going to stop by and for a psychic reading. I'm not sure if that's beside the point. But anyhow, we have also Tyler here, who plays piano, an incredible piano. He was playing some earlier, and so what we're going to do is at halftime we're going to have him play some music, and then we're going to go ahead and review the show. And I think we might even go ahead and bring him in for a reading as well later. But anyhow, we're going to start out with area code 310. Vince, is that correct?
Yeah, it is.
Yes. Now, you said you've been here on the show before, and you're out of where?
I'm in Los Angeles.
You're in the Los Angeles area. So, okay, Vince, we got Anita Casalina, we got Neil Baker and Monica Ruiz with us this evening on the Cisco Psychic Show. And go ahead, shoot with your question, and then we'll just work with it and see what happens.
Okay. Well, it's a two-part question. The first one is a couple weeks ago. Like, I've been looking for work forever. My unemployment just ran out. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. Now, there was one company that I really, really wanted. I thought I was going to get this job. It's a glass company. I interviewed on phone with them. I interviewed in person with them. I stayed and took an aptitude test, passed the test, but I didn't get the job. Now, there are other openings that came up in the job within the last 2 weeks, and I have applied for it. So I'm wondering if you see me getting considered for a position there, or if something else is going to come soon, and if you could just give me a general all-over my finances and work.
Okay. So, and just again, just real quick, area code restricted number, Goosey's here, and area code 480. We're going to get to you here in a bit. Now, so Anita, what do you guys got for Vince? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, Vince.
Hi, Vince.
Hi.
Hi. It's interesting. The very first thing I saw is, and my guide said, I was asking them, you're supposed to be doing something really, really different from what you've been doing for a long time. Now, I don't know what it is you've been doing. You've been working for a glass company, like glass installation, that sort of thing? Is that
No. This is a company that I wanted to work for. I thought I was going to get this job. Basically, what they do is they make glass bottles for like juice companies and breweries, wineries, stuff like that.
So it's like a factory type of job. Is that what it is?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the kind of work you've done before?
Yes.
You've done that kind of thing? Well, I know this might sound radical. I'm sure it does, but I'm wondering, my guides are asking if you have interests that are very different from that, like around your house. Do you do any gardening around your house?
No.
Do you work outside ever? You like
No, actually, I don't. But I will tell you this much: that there's two things that you're probably hitting on. Is
Yeah.
I've been trying to get in the acting industry, and I am union and everything, and I have done bit parts here and there, but nothing that I can make a decent living on yet. And I'm also writing too. I've written one book, and I want to write. There's about 4 others I have an idea for.
Well, the thing I'm getting is that there's supposed to be more independence in your life than you have. What's been going on for such a long time is you've been waiting for people to say, yes, we want you. Yes, you're good enough. Yes, you're just what we're looking for. And that's of course, what the actor has to do. My guides are wondering, if you would be interested in taking your script and doing some sort of, small budget sort of play yourself or something like that. But mostly, honestly, what they were looking at, Vince, and they were saying was that this is a man who needs to control his own destiny more than he has been. He's been waiting for people to say they want him. And so however that shapes up, they actually showed me, you were doing some kind of construction or handyman work for people because they'd like to see you outside in the sunshine more and be outdoors. But I'm going to turn it over to the other psychics and see, what they're picking up on and see if that seems to be the same.
Thank you very much, Anita. Let me ask you this. Now, last time you were on, did we have Neil do your birthday thing?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
Okay. Are you opposed to that?
No, not at all.
Okay. Okay. So in area code 702, we got you here on the line. So we're going to be. You got a few people ahead of you, but we should be able to get you. So Neil, can you go ahead? You want to do that, Neil? Go ahead and then give them your birthday.
It's 8/10/59.
You're married, aren't you, Vince?
Yes.
And did you ever have trouble in your home with the landlord or anything?
Yeah, we've had a few things going on. Our place is not exactly the greatest place to live in, and we've had to fight just for everything for them to make the proper repairs that they've needed to. But we've also been having a lot of problems paying rent on time.
Yeah, I know.
Over the last
I guess
year.
what I pick up. And I pick up you're married, and before you said anything, I picked up that you were into acting and writing, and that you had have you ever done any stunt work?
No, I haven't. I've
Modeling?
always wanted. I went for a couple of model shoots in the past. I'm too old for that now, but I have done some modeling stuff.
That's all I need to know, because we don't have a lot of time, because I'm picking up on your vibe right now, and that's what I'm getting, Vince.
Okay.
One of your problems, well, you've come in with a tremendous challenge to your psyche energy, and that means that the essence of who you are is supposed to be an actor and a writer. What you're conflicted by is the karma of your lifetimes, and that's what's conflicting you. It's not meant to overwhelm you, and that's why you're having trouble finding work, because your higher self is striving to be an actor, a writer, and someone who's in the art field. That's really what your transcendent energy is about. Now, I understand completely that you need to function and you need to make money, and I know that you're struggling, and that just one month leads into another month of struggle for you, because basically what you're in is you're in the conflict between doing higher work, which I feel is that creative stuff that you're meant to do, and then your karmic work, which is about just struggling in the earth and providing. Do you have a child too?
I have two. I have 2 daughters from a previous marriage, and then my wife has a daughter as well.
Yeah, because I'm feeling children around you. What I want you to do, I'm going to ask, You know, I think ultimately you will be working on a level of survival. You'll get a job, and it will probably be in some kind of factory or industry, and probably around October. You know, it may not be until October, but that's not really what I want to impact you with. I think what you've got to do is you've got to get that script to on a level to where you can get an agent interested.
Well, actually, it's a book that I wrote. It's a very controversial, true, factual book on the Teamsters, and it's kind of like a Goodfellas type thing is what I see it as. And I've been looking for a publisher, but no one's interested, and the ones who have shown interest, they said we can't print it because we're afraid of the repercussions. And
No, you got to turn it into a movie. Listen, Vince, turn it into a movie script.
Okay.
Turn it into a movie script and have a reading done. Get a a reading done on it.
Okay.
Do you live in L.A., in the L.A. area?
Yes, I do. In the which area?
Okay, I feel you're going to be going more towards the Lee Strasberg theater group.
Okay.
So I want you to concentrate on that. Who's born in October in your family?
Who's born in October? I'm trying to think. Let me hang on. Honey, are any of the Don's kids born in October? Yeah, there is a grandchild. My wife's side of the family that her daughter has a child that's born in October.
Okay, listen, Vince. What I'm saying is accurate. What you've got to, us as psychics today, maybe we can help you out. I'm going to hand it over to the next person. But you've got some major depression stuff going on that's getting problematic in your way.
Part of it is,
and I know it's a catch-22. I know it is, but there's a way to work through some of that. But let's not talk about that as defeating you. I want you to really start to think of turning your book into a movie script. You will be working for a glass company, though. I feel that's coming up, but that's not really what I think you're about.
Well, I just want something that I can make a living while I'm pursuing my other avenues. Like that. And so you are right. Once I get situated financially, then I want to move on into doing the acting. But I also want to move on to...
Listen to me, Vince. I'm going to say one last thing. I got it if the other psychics have a chance. I want you to go to a car place where they do tinted windows and stuff. Just start there right now.
Okay. All right.
Thank you very much, Neil. I appreciate that. That was great. Let me ask you this. Well, first of all, Vince, this is what I'd like you to do with me right now. It's so simple. So simple. And I know it's hard. And right now, I got to tell you this. First of all, Neptune has been in the sign of Aquarius for several years right now. For about 17 years, and about a week ago, I kid you not, about a week ago, Neptune went into Pisces. And right now, I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that are going through similar stuff. So you're not by yourself, okay? So just know that. There's a lot of people. It's a huge shift. Not only that, but Pluto just went retrograde. It's in I can't remember. Pluto went. And then also Uranus is just went into Aries. So there's like these fluctuations are going through, and people are having to adjust with all this. And once you get adjusted, then you'll be fine. But right now, just know you're going to be fine no matter what. Okay. And then just work with it. So now everybody, and I mean whoever else wants to do this, you can do this with me. But what I want you to do right now is just work with me. I want you to sit up straight. I want you to just be in balance. And I want you to say out loud with me. I love and accept my life now.
I love and accept my life now.
And I want you to take a deep breath. Okay. Now, so listen to me. Every time you're having a hard time with something, anger. Okay, let's do anger. I love and accept my anger now.
I what?
I love and accept my anger now.
I love and accept my anger now.
You take a deep breath. That feel a little bit better?
Yeah, it does. It's releasing a
Okay.
lot of
Exactly.
bad energy.
I feel it, and I feel it. Okay, now, I love and accept my sadness and depression now.
I love and accept my sadness and depression now.
Take a deep breath. Oh, good job. Good job. And Erica 303, I see you there on the line. We're going to bring you in here as soon as we can. So, Vince, now, just know you're going to be fine. In the morning, you can call on your angels. Just call, whoever my angels are. Or you can call on Archangel Metatron, Archangel Jesus, and just say, these guys are out there, and they're more than happy to work with you guys. All they need is a request. That's all they need. Can you guys help me through the day today? Thank you very much. Okay, Monica, you got anything you want to bring up? And Monica, if you can do me a favor and see if you can tap in. If there's any other things from another lifetime, some kind of pattern or cycle that happened from another lifetime that's bleeding into this lifetime, or that's causing him to go through this. I don't know if you can pick up on any of that, but just go ahead and look at it and see what you think about it. Thanks.
Hi, Vince. This is Monica.
Hi, Monica.
Actually, so many things were flying at me the minute you spoke. And Anita and Neil are right. You are supposed to be, you're going in a direction that you're actually going against everything. You're talking about being an actor. You're going to be in the acting field, but you're going to be the one writing the script. I really, really feel like you're not going to be the actor. You're going to be the one writing the script, making movies. You are going to be huge with that. You're just looking in the wrong. You're looking in the other direction. You're going to be more behind the scenes, but you're going to be huge at it. And as Neil said, take that book and make it into a movie. I keep seeing it strongly, just big screens. I keep seeing big screens around you. So kind of play with that and see what you can do with it, because I really, this is how I'm being shown. I just see you sitting there with that, and you're looking at these screens. I'm being shown this right now. And yes, there is a pattern. It's almost, there's a depression that has followed you. I'm picking up the past 4 lifetimes. This depression has followed you. One of them, I actually feel like it was so severe that you committed suicide. And this depression gets you to a point where you just give up, and you're just standing at the edge of the cliff ready to jump, and that's all I can do.
My dad committed suicide when I was about 13.
Okay, because I was going to ask, that was going to be my next question. I did feel somebody around you had committed suicide, because there's that energy around you, and we really need to work on clearing that, because it wants to form an attachment to you, and you don't need that, because you're going to be you're good at what you do, and you have a family, you have children, and you don't want that for them. You don't want that for yourself. So we really need to work on clearing this depression that keeps following you, because we want to break this cycle. We want to break this pattern, so that you can live this lifetime and be successful at what you're about to do. I mean, it's as if you're just standing at the edge right now, and your toes are hanging off, and you're ready to jump. So we need to clear that. We need to bring it, take you back from the ledge. It's okay to be at the ledge, but look out at all the wonderful things that are going to be, brought to you. Not jump off and miss them all.
My wife is also depressed because she's suffering with lupus and breast cancer, and just on this paycheck alone today that she got, she's missed so much work we can't even pay the rest of the rent.
That's very hard. So many people are going through that right now. It's just unbelievable. I really feel like you're going to turn a corner very soon. You're going to have a job to survive,
Okay.
that while you have this job to survive, I mean, and you're going to be at bare minimum. I mean, there may not be a whole lot of everything at the moment, but you're going to have enough to survive. But while you're doing this, take that book that you've written and turn it into something else. Turn it into a movie. Turn it into write the script for it, because I'm still it's like the picture's just getting bigger and bigger. I mean, it's like iPad right now for me. It's what I'm being shown.
Okay. Do you see a specific amount of a settlement from a lawsuit coming in May?
Well, Vince, Neil, Anita, do you guys see anything from a settlement from this?
Well, if I could say one thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Sure.
I love it. My guys are saying, the master of your destiny. I just have to add one more piece to that, which is that the depression that all of us have picked up on here, and everything that Monica is saying right now, it's as if you've been a victim in these other lifetimes. And I think starting with that suicide lifetime, when a person commits suicide, it leaves an imprint on the soul, and it's glued to the soul. And the exercise Andrew gave you, I think, is perfect, and taking it one step further and take that breath every morning and say, I am no longer a victim. I am the master of my destiny. I take control of my life. Really start saying some of those affirmations to yourself, because as great as this script will be, you can't magnetize enough into your life if you're that depressed, because it doesn't work that way. And your wife too, if she can start really clearing her depression, really find ways to bring spirit and God into your heart every day, and say, take depression from me. It's a new life and a new day. So I will look at the guys wanted to look at that law settlement. Is it supposed to come due is it going to be settled in May? Is that what you know?
Well, yeah, it's near the end of May, beginning of June, because the last leg of it is this is the workman's comp case, and all I have left to do now is I have to just change an appointment, but I have a doctor's appointment that both sides have agreed on, independent doctor. And once they get the doctor's report, then there's going to be a negotiated settlement coming my way.
Did you ask for a specific amount? Did your attorney ask for a specific amount from the
No, there's going to be no set amount yet until after the doctor has done his examination.
Go ahead.
$60,000. I'm not sure that, but that's a number that has shown up.
I'm picking up August. It'll be more towards August.
Yeah, I think they might appeal it and push it further.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, and thank you very much, Anita and Monica. Now, in area code restrict number, Goosey New area code 480, 702, and 303, we're going to get you. So if you guys just want to hang on, we'll get. And I do want to give a shout out to Laura MLM. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. So now, first of all, and Vince, again, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that are going through very similar stuff. So you're not, you're not by yourself. So now, what I'd like for you to do, first of all, this is temporary, and if you just work with it, you'll be fine. There's there's an affirmation. You can use some affirmations. There's all kinds of stuff, things that you can use, techniques that you can use to help you process through all this stuff. I mean, this is major heavy stuff that a lot of people going through. But if you take some of these tools, and you can, there's others out there available that you can look to find, then you can be able to work with this, and you'll be at peace with yourself, and you'll be fine. And so no matter what happens, Vince, you're going to be fine. Okay, does that make sense to you? Okay, because all this is part of the process, the growth program, the growing things program. So you just work with it, and you'll be fine. Okay. Now this is what I'd like you to do. Again, what I want you to do is repeat out with me out loud. I love and accept my father's death. Let's put it that way.
Okay, I love and accept my father's death.
Deep breath. Okay, now I love and accept all my deaths from all past lifetimes.
I love and accept my debts from all past lifetimes.
Breath. Oh, good, good. So what we're doing is we're embracing everything that's going on in our lives. Okay? Everything. It doesn't matter if it's anger, hurt, happiness, joy, freedom, bliss. We're embracing everything and everyone. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. So now, if you want to get in contact with some of these guys, go ahead, Neil. Give them your contact information, Monica and Anita.
I'm at 562-596-7818.
Okay.
And I have a website with my name, AnitaCasalina.com, but my phone number is 415 area code 785-2643.
Okay. I got it.
And I am psychicmediummonica.com, and my number is 713-371-6833.
Okay.
Awesome, then. Well, God bless and good luck with all that event. And then come back and stop by and let us know how you're doing.
Okay, I definitely will. Thank you very much. You guys were great.
Aloha.
Bye-bye.
Awesome, awesome. And I want to thank all of you guys for being patient with us and just working with us. Again, if you guys want to keep up to date with some of these shows, you're going to want to sign up for the newsletter, Tips Golden Age newsletter at spiritualproductions.com. Go to the contact page, just sign up there, and we'll get you plugged in. Now we got area code 1111 restricted code. I apologize. What is your name?
Hi. Yeah, my name is Carol. Hi.
Carol, that's right. Carol, now how did you hear about us and where are you located at?
I'm in California, and I heard about you. I saw you on the Internet.
Oh, really? Okay.
Uh-huh.
The Internet. What do you mean, where?
On Blog Talk Radio. Uh-huh, where they list the shows.
Okay. So, so what is your question? And then we'll just go with it.
Sure. You know, I love what you are doing, all of you, and how you're helping people. I have gone through so much transformation, in the past couple of years, but especially in the past couple of months. And this is what I want to do, is to share with people how to have faith and to know that no matter how it looks in the world, that we are okay because we have our connected to God, or however you want to say it, to Source, to the universe. We're all one, etc. And I know that an amazing opportunity is coming towards me, and unfortunately, one of my humanness tendencies that are staying with me is a little bit of impatience. So I just feel there's such a need, and I feel that there's so many ways I can help with it, and myself learning and growing from every interaction that I'll have, and every class I teach, or whatever the case may be, and I just calling for insight into that, as to what would my next step be, or if I'm going in the right direction.
Okay, Carol, so you're wanting confirmation and maybe some kind of better understanding in terms of your direction right now.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I hope I didn't rattle on too much. I just was
now, let me ask you this. Are you opposed to giving Neil your birth date?
No, 8654.
8654?
Correct.
Okay. Neil, you got anything on that?
Well, Carol, it's funny, you're the same number system as Vince. So in other words, you're both 33 equals 6. So this means that you had you should have had some kind of major division around the age of 33. There should have been some kind of dramatic motion change in your life around that time. Can you quickly calculate that and confirm that?
My oldest son was born, my oldest son was born when I was right around 32, 33. He was,
So now, karmically, you came into the earth to give birth to that child. That was one of the things that brought you back to this planet, because that was at the cusp of your transition from karma to transcendence. But you're here on a higher level. You're here to now embrace humanity as your children. So you're going to absolutely, I feel, get into this realm where you'll be teaching, maybe giving seminars. What you have to look for is the name Catherine or Kathy will be coming into your zone. If there have been people in your past by that name, I would start to map out little expositions about who they have been and what they have meant to you. So that's going to be important. But and why am I saying 3 siblings? How many people in your family?
Well, I have 2 sisters, so there are 3 of us. One of them has transitioned already.
Yeah, well, that's what I picked up on. Now, the one that, see, so you're also here, Carol, to, and that's what I'm getting in the psychic place. You got to remember, us as psychics, we're very limited by time, so we're trying to connect to you the best we can, and we're all working as a team here tonight. Right. And so when you listen to me, compile that with what also Anita and Andrew and Monica are talking about. But this is a good first step to validating, number one, that I got the birth of your child at around 32, 33, that there are 3 siblings in your group, that you will be meeting somebody named Catherine that will be a guide to you towards this kind of presence of seminar. If I were you, I would start practicing in front of crowds.
Okay.
I would start getting groups going.
I just started a workshop at my church, and I've been doing, and it was only going to be a 4-week or 4 class, and now it's continued on. And I'm 2 Sundays a month there now. So thank you.
That's
so you're
fantastic.
Right. That's
what church do you go to?
Unity.
I see. Well, this is exactly where you're going to be going. I'm going to turn it over to the other psychics. They're very good. But I'm going to say to you this. I want you to envelop yourself in white imagery, white energy. I want you to wear a lot of white too.
Okay.
As much as you can. I want you to get into that kind of color sphere.
Okay.
And you don't have to do it all the time. I just want you to do it on a sort of experimental basis.
Okay.
Because there's a little bit of darkness in the family zone you got to get cleared from.
Okay. Meaning my immediate family or?
Your immediate family and some cancer issues.
Okay.
Does that make any sense?
Well, there were a lot of issues that I had to clear from my immediate family that have passed on at this point.
Yeah.
So.
Well, good. Then you're doing fine. Anyone crossed over with cancer?
Well, you know what? It's hard to say. It could have been, yes. I think my sister did. What happens is she passed over from a pulmonary lung.
Well, in this reading, I think I'm picking up a little bit of her energy. Now, that could be that I'm picking up on it on many certain levels. One could be that she's directly speaking to me. Others could be that I'm sort of just getting an energy field about her from you. I'm not sure yet.
Right. Well, the funny thing that you would say that because we had, it was not an easy relationship at all. There were a lot of problems there, and there was a lot of forgiving that had to be done on my part even after she passed. And which I know is for that we're all here for the reason that we come in, and we all are here just to live and grow and learn to forgive, et cetera. So I understand that, but I'm just letting you know the synopsis of it. And the funny thing is I've started thinking about her lately, and when I went by a bus stop the other day, I saw a woman that if I didn't know that she passed away years ago, I would swear would have been her. So she's popping up somehow.
Well, she is, Carol, and you can go through many different exercises. Forgiveness is one of the greatest gifts of the spirit, and that's what spiritual essence recognizes, forgiveness and faith. Yes. Nothing hits a spirit guide more than that, and all the way up to God. So, work through that. Celebrate your conversations with your sister. Let yourself cry. Let yourself rejoice in the fact that you embrace her, and that because by doing that, you also release her of the karma she had with you.
Yeah, I know, and I know that my anger can really hold, create that energy, which is not good, right? it's
Anger
gone.
can be good, but it's got to be channeled into a transcendent energy that's much higher.
Yes.
Anger is just recognizing that you're in a space of time.
Absolutely, yeah. And I, as far as I know, I've released a lot of it, but, obviously there's something that still needs to be healed, and maybe now she's feeling, or that energy, or my energy, or whatever's creating her energy to come back into my life is
I want you to do one thing, and then I'm going to turn it over.
Okay.
Do you have photographs of her?
Oh, yes. Yes.
I want you to place the photograph of her to your chest, your fourth chakra, before you go to bed. And I want you to close your eyes and take deep breaths and converse with her on an astral level in your sleep.
Okay. Okay. I will
Just
do that.
attempt that.
Okay. But that's where that's probably where you saw in her illness then. Okay. And I will do that tonight.
Thank you very much, Joe. No, and that's probably why I wanted to bring in Monica next, because maybe that's what I was picking up on. Go ahead, Monica.
I immediately, several things that I picked up. I did pick up a female energy, and the very first, and I did pick up on, I just, that was one of the very first things that came up for me, was either somebody in the immediate family has cancer, but I think your sister is trying to speak now to different forms as a precaution, precautionary measure on your part. So make sure you get your annual checkup and everything else that goes through. Because she's really, really telling you, shaking her head, yes. Make sure you take care of yourself. Another thing that came up for me was at the front of a church, and I see you standing in front of a couple wearing white. Which to me shows it's showing me that, have you considered? Well, I am. I'm a minister and I'm a reverend, and so yes, I can marry people. That's okay. I could barely hear you when you were first talking to Andrew. So, do you do marriage? Do you do marriages? I can. Yes, I have not done them as of yet, but yes, I have the license to do so. I feel like you're going to start really, really, really working with couples and doing marriage counseling. Okay. That's really coming up, and when you were talking about having faith and being okay, that in the end, everybody, you're really going to be okay. Couples kept coming smiling. You're going to start doing couples counseling. Okay. With the way times are now, there's a lot of marriages that are out there in trouble. And right. I just see this beautiful, beautiful light about you that leads to couples. It's just all around you. Okay. Good. By considering that, I think that door is just automatically going to open for you. You don't even have to try. Okay. It's just going to. It's just going to appear for you. It's just going to open. You're going to walk right through it. All right. But did my sister die of cancer? Did my sister die of cancer? Is that what she died of? I don't think she did. Okay. But somebody somewhere, there is that energy, that spirit of cancer around the family, around you, and I think your sister is coming through to say, hey, don't forget to do what you need to do and get yourself checked. Has anybody in your family ever... Oh, you know what? My cousin's wife just had brain surgery. They're waiting for the biopsy. Well, anyway, okay. Your cousin's wife? Mm-hmm. Okay, no, this is like blood. This is family. Okay. She's like married into the family. This is somebody with the family's blood. Somebody has had it or is, might be diagnosed with it. But your sister is very, very, very much looking over you and is actually being very protective of you. And do as Neil suggested, and have those conversations with her.
I will.
She's got a lot of valuable information to give you.
Okay.
And I think there has to be a lot of, even though you've forgiven, there's still just a little bit, a tiny thread that's left.
Right.
So that you both just take that deep breath.
Yeah. I know.
And I think once that does, things are just going to start turning around for you. It's like you're just going to go to a whole different level for yourself and what you do.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you very much, Monica. Now, there was something I wanted to tell you. I want to give a shout out to One Love 555 and Shaman Marie. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. And then area code Lucy Lou is here, and then 702-773. You guys will be next. So anyhow, Carol. Go ahead, Anita. Go ahead.
Hi.
I saw talking, and I wondered what was going on. I actually wondered if you were a minister, because you seemed to be at the front of the church, and you were really calming and soothing the souls who had come to church. And so I asked my guides, and they said that you have a very long lineage as a high priestess in the most ancient lives before the fall of the temples of the women, female goddess temples, 4,000, 5,000, 10,000 years ago. You really rose high as a healer, and your sister did too. And so here's a lot of what's been being talked about here. Your karma with your sister is very powerful. You were together at the height of the goddess temples. And when I say that, I don't mean the earth only believed in the goddess, but women, the female ray of God was so respected and revered. And the guides are saying you were one of the highest, one of the best, and your sister was by your side in many lifetimes. Then came the fall of the temples. Then came the darkness that the whole solar system moved into as part of this whole planetary dharma, if you will, to learn about the flesh, to learn about what it's like to live on a physical plane. And there were many factors that came between you and your sister in those later lives, those victimhood lives and retaliation lives. And so that's a lot of leftover karma that came up in this lifetime between your sister and yourself. And you're clearing it beautifully, and that's why she's with you now. And what she's saying is she wants you to release any leftover anger and rage. And it's okay to know that that's still in you, and that you've already let go of tons of it from your family of origin, the wounding from your childhood, that kind of stuff. But there's still like a deep well somewhere in there, and she is saying, fill that well with light and drain that anger out. Allow that to alchemize into joy. Because the anger is what often sets up the stage physically for cancer cells to form, to just hold that. And what's going on with you, I see, as a duality where, as Neil said, as wear the white or stand in the white light, because the leftover darkness still wants to be a part of you. The more light you bring in, the more you illuminate that darkness, the less chance there is for any of it to remain within you.
So it's time for me to heal myself completely now to eliminate any possibility.
Yeah. What part of California are you in, Carol?
I'm in the Riverside area.
Oh, okay, because Unity is such a great place. I used to be director here in Marin County, and Unity is just so open. You'll be able to do so much there. And you want to move the thing that what Monica was talking about too. You talked about faith at the very beginning, and working with couples is excellent because under stress, couples begin to fall apart because they don't know how to hold on to one another and love one another through the stressful times. and it's like they're shaken apart as if they're in an earthquake. And I really see that that's true. Your job is going to be to rebond them and show them, no, there's only one God, and that same God is speaking to both of you and loving both of you. Let that love bond you together and go through these trials together. So there's great work that you can keep doing, but clearing that anger out of you, whether you, I teach emotional freedom technique in a spiritual way, and that clears all that anger out. There's just, when that anger is gone, it's as if any potential, any predisposition for cancer, like Monica was seeing and Neil was seeing, it'll just start to dissolve. It won't be able to take hold in your cells. There won't be a place for it to grow.
I know EFT, emotional freedom technique.
Good. Yeah, I just connect to God first, and then I do EFT. I bring all the light. Yeah.
Brilliant. Okay.
Good.
Okay.
Well, you're just wonderful, though. You're meant to be a high priestess again this lifetime. You really are. So
I thank you, because it's only now that I have released a lot, and I know there's still something within me, which is why I started healing the inner child classes in the first place, because I wanted to share and continue my healing, and I know that there's still something within me. I mean, it's a lot better than it was, but there's still something within me, and it's my sister. She's the last to say the straw.
yeah. Well, that work you do with her, where you say, I release everything that happened between us this lifetime, and I understand. It was as if really dark characters came in those dark lifetimes and pitted the two of you against each other, and that's what you played out on the stage this lifetime.
Yeah.
But it's all over now, because the planet's moved into light, and it doesn't have to happen anymore. And she's trying to tell you the truth from where she's at now.
That's
There's
amazing.
Right.
And that's so amazing that I saw that person. It's like the only time I've ever seen that looked just like it. The same hairstyle. And this is a hairstyle that somebody hasn't worn in 20 years. It was amazing. So she's trying to get through. I thought that. Thank you.
Well, and she'll be a best friend from the spirit world. She'll be one of your spirit guides if you let her.
No, I'll
She's
let her.
just like, oh my gosh, what a mistake I made on Earth to ever be the way that I was. Don't think that that's who I am at my highest. And neither are you. Let's
Came
climb.
in and played her role as I play my role, and we all play our roles.
Yeah. She wants you to climb the stairway into the light.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
This is beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Anita. I appreciate that. And now, I do want to give a shout out to who else? There was somebody else. Now, for those of you guys that are in the line, I want to thank you. Oh, that's what I want to say. We're going to be doing another show. For those of you that have questions on relationships, we're doing a relationship show on Sundays. Same time, same place, same space. Okay? So if you guys want to come back on that day, that'd be a good time to come back as well. So anyhow, right now what we're going to do is we're going to take a halftime break, and the manager from here at the Radisson Woodlands Hotel here informs me that he wants to do a reading with you guys. So you guys are already famous. You're going to get even more famous. So I like it. Cool. So I don't know. Where is he at? Okay, so he'll be back in a little bit. So hopefully he'll be back in here in a little bit. But right now we're going to have Tyler play a song for us. What do you have a name for this song? The Love of God. It's called Love of God. It's incredibly beautiful music. I don't know if it's going to sound fine, okay or not, or on the mic or not, but we're going to play it anyhow, and then after we're done, we're going to come back, and we're going to talk to the manager of Radisson Woodlands manager, and have Monica, Anita, and Neil do a reading with them. So anyhow, we'll be back, and this is Tyler. Oh, wait, time out. Time out. I forgot. We're going to send out love, blessings, healing, light, and love to all those people here in this hotel, all those people that are having a hard time all over the planet, all those people that are having a hard time in Japan, and to all those people working in Congress and in the political system, and of course all the animals and all the kids on the planet. I think we covered it all. We're just going to go into it, and we'll be back in a bit. Here's Tyler again. Wow. Now, the thing is that you don't even have an album out, do you? Can you guys believe that? This guy doesn't even have an album out. Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that music? Wasn't it amazing? Wow, I don't know how it sounded out on the phone because I had to take this off, but I can't hear the feedback. But wow, and this guy doesn't even have an album. You don't have a website or anything. No. What's your website? Your TYLER.com? TylerBlack.com. Oh, that's your email. Tyler Black at yahoo.com, in case you guys want to connect with him and just thank him for the music. It's incredible. So whenever you get your website up and going, your album, contact me and then we'll get you up and going. Yeah, let me know. Wow, that was incredible. Oh, you're playing tomorrow at the Grand Canyon. Well, really? Wow, awesome. Oh, and we're at the what's the name of the restaurant? I used to work there. Yeah, I know. It's been so long that since I worked there that but anyhow, wow. So for those of you guys that are going to be at the Grand Canyon tomorrow, we'll be at the lodge as well. So awesome. Well, thank you very much, Taylor. That was awesome. Well, the manager from the hotel isn't here yet right now, but we're going to go ahead and go on. And then now, well, if you want to call in, well, here, we're going to go ahead and start with Goosey real quick. Goosey is here, and then we'll go from there. Goosey, you've been here before, haven't you?
Yes, I have. Hi.
Okay, and I just want to give for those of you online, again, we're doing a relationship show on Sunday, same time, same place, and then if you want to feel up abreast of these shows, you can get connect with the newsletter, Sips Divine newsletter. Go to spiritualproductions.com, go to the contact page, sign up for the newsletter, and that's the best way to keep up with a lot of this stuff. So yeah, go ahead, Goosey. I'm sorry. What is your name? I know it says Goosey is here on here, but what is your name?
Actually, it's pronounced Gussie, and my name is Allison, though. Gussie.
I'm sorry. What's your name?
My name is Allison.
Allison.
But yeah.
Gussie's right. Okay, I apologize. Anyhow, go ahead, and you're out of where?
I actually before I start, I wanted to say that my heart really went out to Vince. I hope he's still listening. Your first caller tonight. I just really
Vince.
My heart just really goes out to him, and I wanted to pass on the name of a book that has helped. Has helped me with depression, called The Astonishing Power of Emotions by Esther and Jerry Hicks, the same people who wrote Ask and You Shall Receive.
Awesome. So, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, Allison, where are you located at, and what is your question?
I'm up in very, very dreary Washington State.
Okay. And then, do you have a question for us that you want to forward?
Yes, I do. I have a decision I need to make between one of two different paths here, and it's a really very difficult decision because each path has its advantages and disadvantages. I'm not going to bore anybody with all the details of those, but I really need to decide whether or not when I make my relocation, whether to go directly to Colorado and begin get back, look for work, get set up, try to find a place to live. I'm leaving with just what I can get in my car, so it's going to be a heavy load. Whether or not to go directly to Colorado or whether to take some time and make a side trip to California to see some family and friends nearest and dearest to me, including my son, whom I've not seen in about 30 years. Both have their advantages and disadvantages. I don't want to mess with any kind of divine timing, so I'd really like to hear what the readers have to say on this.
So what I'm going to do, if I hear you correct, you're wanting some direction and some guidance and some suggestions in terms of what your next move can be. And so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with Neil real quick. And I know we talked about this before in another show because you were facing this before, and then you're now you're in the throes of it. So now you
Well,
want to
no,
work with
it wasn't. No, it wasn't this question. It was another question related to the move.
Okay.
This is a wholly new question.
It had to do with work. You were looking for work at the time. Isn't that correct?
No, I will be looking for work when I get to Colorado. Right now, I'm on
you're a writer. Isn't that correct?
I would like to be, yes.
Okay. Okay. So, Neil, why don't we go ahead and work with you real quick, and then we're going to go with Anita, and then if that's enough information, then we'll work with it. We have several other callers as well. Eric, 702-773-480, 727. We're going to try to get to you. Right. So let's start with there and see where that goes and gets us to, and then hopefully we can help you. Get you to
Allison, have you ever worked with the environment or the land or animals?
No, actually, you mentioned that the last time when I was asking about work. Oh, actually, my last time I talked to you, I was asking specifically about work. This is really a question about whether to make a side trip to California or go directly to Colorado. So, but I'm
having a little hard time hearing you. I don't know why, but the sound is really poor. I think I'm getting a gist of what you're saying. I think you need to take a trip first to California, Allison. I think you need to clear up some things. Don't worry about the difficulties. I think you need to go there first. I do feel that Colorado is pulling you, but I do think you need to take a side trip to California. And I think you need to make those connections. Who in the family does any kind of teaching or works in the educational field?
No, nobody. No one at all. No one at all.
Has your son ever? Did he get a degree?
My son is he's a software engineer with Apple. So
did he go to college?
Everybody in the family has gone to college. Everybody.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know. I really, in a nutshell, Allison, if your question is this, should I go to California on a side trip? I would, because you've got to make that connection first before you have clearance in Colorado.
Okay. Well, that
I get the same thing. Since you just had the one question, if you don't mind my just saying.
Yeah.
Neil is absolutely right. There is something that will hold you back when you get to Colorado if you don't make the connection with your son and put the cards on the table and say, here I am, this is who I am now, and see who he is now, and just hear something there between you and your son. Then there's a much, much greater chance of success in Colorado.
So this is the right time to meet him in California?
Well, it's not as if there's a right time or a wrong time. It's something that simply needs to be done prior to getting to Colorado. Because you could become very, grow roots in Colorado that were very deep and not make it back out of Colorado for a long time. If you don't see him first, there wouldn't be the same pull to go and be with him. It just feels like his soul really wants you, and your soul.
The timing could be really, really, one of my concerns is the timing could be really poor because he is extremely busy right now, and he's just had a baby. So now might not be the time for me to come back into his life.
Well,
that's my concern.
In a way, I feel like that's the perfect time. He has just had a baby. His life is. Is he saying he wants you to come? Have you broached the subject with him?
We have talked about it, but we have not firmed up details. And I know that he has a big vacation coming in summertime, but I think my visit will precede that, and I don't necessarily believe he'll have time to see me.
Well, there's something about what's going on in his life, and that makes much more sense and probably does to Monica, too, that having this new baby really is a pull to the baby's related karmically as well as genetically. So there's really, you're being called there.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, when it
Allison, one last thing. You know that song by Cat Stevens about the cat's cradle?
Yeah. Yes.
You know, listen to that again, because this is ridiculous that there's no time. Of course there's time. You're the mother, and this is, I'm going to be blunt, these are just excuses. Of course you can fit in and be there. This is family zone. This is family stuff. And whatever you're coming up with that this isn't good timing, I think you need to cut through that and get to the heart of the matter, because it may be too late otherwise.
Well,
I don't buy it. I don't buy that this isn't the right time. I don't get that.
Well, I'm just relaying. I'm relaying the situation. That I've been trying to arrange even what his schedule might be like, and I haven't heard back from him even on that count. I have not.
All this passive aggressive stuff. Be bold, be assertive, be there. And if you feel rejected, just move with it. It doesn't matter. You can be creative and work with even rejection. Just get in there and make a dent. Make an impression. You're the mother. Do something along that line. Don't be so passive here, waiting for him.
Well, it's very touchy, because I haven't seen him since he was an infant. So
what? So this is a time to see him. When are you going to wait longer? No, I don't buy it, Alan. I'm telling you, my vote is to go. Quit these excuses. That's what I'm giving you.
Okay.
This is Monica. I'm really feeling a strong call. He's actually waiting for you. His spirit is actually calling to you. He is literally begging you to be there. He may not be saying it with his words, but his energy, his spirit is pulling you. And as a mom, you really need to step up and go. Even if you just show up at his doorstep at 4 o'clock in the morning, he is really calling to you. There are some things there that just need to really, really be put out on the table, cleared, and so that y'all can both move forward, because both of y'all are going to be stuck. And whatever you're going to pursue in Colorado is not going to be as fruitful, because there's that open gap there that needs to be patched up, mended, fixed, healed.
Okay. I appreciate all of your input. I really, really do. Thank you very, very much.
Thanks, Allison.
Awesome.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, Allison. And we wish you the best on that, of course, as always. And God bless. And then good luck with it. And let us know how you're doing. Okay.
Thank you. I will. Bye-bye.
Oh. So now, we got right now. We have time out. Wow, we got a lot of people online here now, but that's okay. Amazing that we have the manager. I'm sorry. What is your position with here at the Radisson Woodlands Hotel? Michael?
Yeah, I'm Michael. I'm the front office.
You're the front office manager. Wow, that's awesome. So anyhow, it's funny because I joke around with you guys because you guys, this is kind of woo-woo for a lot of these people that work at these places, and I joke around. Well, why don't you guys come over and do a psychic reading? And so you actually took me up on this, so I'm impressed. So anyhow, Michael, you work here, and how long have you been here for?
About 7 years.
7 years? Okay. And so, and I got to say real quick, area code 702-773-4800, you're next in line. So, and we're going to get to you guys as soon as we can. So, Michael, what is your question? And I just let you know, we have Anita Casalina out of San Francisco area, Neil Baker out of Los Angeles area, and then we also have Monica Ruiz out of the Houston area here online with us to give you a reading. Okay?
Okay.
So what is your question?
What kind of question? Yeah.
Well, it doesn't matter. It can be are you looking for general information? Do you have a specific question? It's up to you.
I don't really have a specific. I mean, if they can see where I will be at in the next 5 years.
I thought that's what you were going to say. Okay, so do you mind giving us your birth date over the phone?
Sure. 09/30/82.
Okay. Did you get that, Neil?
9:30.
Yeah, 9/30/82.
Okay. Well, for you, Michael, a change in life around the age of 32. That's what was very significant for you. To see, you're 28 now.
Yeah.
So you haven't gotten there yet. And you're asking about the next 4 or 5 years. No wonder. You're going to be making a big change at the age of 32, a big one. You're going to be going more into a higher management level.
Okay.
And I don't know, are you single now or married?
I'm actually married. I'm married, and I have a 15-month-old daughter.
Yeah, good. Because if you had said I'm not married, I said you're married with a child. So I would have said that. If you weren't married, I would have said you're going to be married with a child because that's what I saw. So you'll be having another child. I think there'll be 2. But when you're 32, Michael, there may be a move. You'll be moving. So I'm predicting. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Will the move be out of state?
I believe you may be moved out of state because there's going to be more money and a job's going to be offered to you. It's sort of in this line of business.
Okay.
So I believe that that's going to be there. Did you go to school? Did you have a business degree or anything?
Yeah, I have a hotel degree.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think, Michael. Some really good things are going to be happening in that regard. So I think, one, you'll be probably making a move. You'll be having another child, and you'll be moving up the ladder in your business, in the management business. Do you have a brother?
I do have a brother.
Yeah, because I'm picking up a little bit on your brother. I'm a little bit concerned with him.
Okay.
I'm not sure where it's coming from, but I've got some concerns about him. Has this guy ever broken a bone, as far as you know? Been in any accidents?
He was in a car accident, but no broken bones. He has actually. We've been fortunate that we have not broken any bones.
But he was in a car accident.
He was in a car accident about 3 years ago. Pretty devastating one. He was making a left-hand turn, and a lady hit him about 45 miles an hour.
That's what I'm seeing. Michael, that's what I'm picking up on. So I'm going to put a quick prayer right now out that angels just protect this guy, because I think he's got a little bit of karma on the road. Road karma comes from past life war zones. Any guns in the family at all? Anybody had a gun?
No, we don't have any guns. We don't.
Good. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear that. Sometimes violence on the road comes from past life war zones. So I'm glad to hear that. But that's what I'm getting, and I'm just going to put a little bit of energy around your brother, just to kind of protect him. Nothing too ominous here, because I'm already picking up that the accident's already occurred. Any alcoholism in the family?
My father.
Yeah. I see where this is coming from, Michael. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of doing a psychic reading around you, and I'm kind of getting a feel for the territory. But let's leave this on a positive note. Like I said, there'll be a change in your life coming up. It's going to be a great change. You're going to be making more money, and the hotel business, there'll be a bigger place for you coming up. You're going to be having another child, and that child's going to be very musically inclined. Music, and art, an artist. Okay?
And what about, can you tell anything about the daughter that I have now?
The daughter you have now, what's the birth date real quick?
1/7/2010.
Well, she's just fresh out of the egg here. But what I see about this child is there's going to be strong spiritual energy going on with this child. And this child is going to be actually a very, very strong individual, and it could actually be in medicine. She may become very interested in becoming a doctor. And is there anybody in medicine in the family yet? Any nurses, anything?
I got some cousins that are going to become actually a doctor. I got a cousin who's in the Air Force that's becoming a doctor, pediatrician in the Air Force.
Yeah, that's my validation. See, I'm hearing all these things quickly in my mind, and you're validating most of the things I'm giving you. So this is validation for the future.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for having me. I know you guys got plenty of other callers.
Well, hang on, Michael. I ain't done with you yet. Now, one of the things is first of all, I tell people to go on my newsletter purposely because when these shows are on, I want them to come here early because that way they can get in line and can get reading. And I do these every month, so if they can come back, always come back. And especially if they have a relationship question, they can come back on Sunday. So now I want to bring in Anita. And Anita, do you got anything going on for Michael?
Yeah. Hi, Michael. Yeah. And I heard everything Neil said. I was just tracking along, seeing the same things. That was one of the most parallel readings I've ever had with you, Neil. That was fabulous. And the alcohol I saw right away. And at first I was afraid your brother had been drinking, but he hasn't been. But he's not as focused as you are, is he? Your brother. You think he is? Or maybe he's depressed or something. I'm getting that your dad's alcoholism affected him in a way that it didn't affect you.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that he hasn't been focused recently, but now he's on track. He has a really good job up here in Flag.
Okay, well,
Now, Anita, I want to say something real quick. Michael, I want to tell you this, and this is more for your brother than it is for you, is the planet Neptune just went into the planet Neptune just went into Pisces. And so what's going to happen is it's been in Aquarius for several years now, and now just a few days, about a week ago, it went into Pisces. And so what's going to happen is your brother is going to be coming up with some creative ways to deal with some of the stuff that he's been going through. And it's not that he can't resolve it for himself, and he can. He just needs to be able to do it. And if he hasn't done it already, then he will eventually sooner or later. But right now, for the next several years, 17 years, the halfway mark is around 8 or 9 years from now. I believe 2018, 2019, there's going to be a midterm thing where he can really deal with work with this creative process of working with maybe alcohol. But actually, you don't know it, but this guy, your brother's really psychic, Michael. I don't know if you know that or not, but I'm pretty sure he is. That's why a lot of people turn to alcoholism and to drugs, because they're so psychic and they don't know what to do with that information. So they drink it away so that they can numb their senses so they don't pick up that psychic stuff. That's probably a big reason why your brother may be having a hard time if he and I don't know, maybe he's doing better now, but anyhow, go ahead, Anita, and then we'll go with Monica.
And I was going to say sensitive, that he had a level of sensitivity, and that was why your dad's alcoholism affected him in the way that it did. And so he does have a good job, but you're a real self-motivated, self-starting kind of guy, Michael, aren't you? And it really, I agree with what Neil was saying about the job promotions. You're going to really find, it looks like a city. You're going to move. It's going to be some kind of a bigger city hotel, really nice big hotel that you're going to be doing some great management work in and have a lot of responsibility. What I would say, though, one of the things that I would say, do you and your wife attend a church at this time?
We do. Yes.
Do you? Okay, good, because having a spiritual life is really important for you, and it's going to be really important for your children too. And I did see that your daughter is going to be excelling at math and science. If the other child that you have is going to be an artist, this daughter you have now is really going to be a mathematician. And don't be surprised if she starts counting things at a very, very young age and grouping things together and that sort of thing. And so then that could, in fact, lead her to a medical career. Does your brother go to a church too?
He does not.
Yeah, he needs that. That's part of what he needs too. He needs to just know, your dad had some weakness. It was a hard thing for him, but God smiles on all of you. You and your brother are both, children of God, and your brother, if you could get him to come to church with you, it'd be so great. It would really help him a lot. He just needs to know that God's there for him. And, and it's good that he's focused now, but I think he needs you. It seems like he needs you in a lot of ways. Is he married too or no?
He's not. He's living with someone, though.
Yeah. Well, you have all your ducks in a row. You've been able to really construct a life that's very, very fluid, and you're accomplishing a lot, and your wife is too, and things are really falling into place for you. And he's more like a little bit of a house of cards in some ways. He's doing much better, but he does need you, but he really needs God. He really needs, if you could get him to come to church with you, that would be great. So that's what I have to say about the situation. So, Monica, did you have something about it?
Yeah. I love working with Anita and Neil because, I'm sitting here and just, yes.
I know.
The same thing. It's like, wow, it's just all flowing. Chicago, Boston, New York, those three cities are going to be put in front of you, and you're literally going to have your pick. I see an office. I see a suit and tie every day. Executive bathroom, dude. Executive bathroom. Words there. So I see you just moving up the ladder, and you're going to be going to a bigger city. Those three cities are coming to be laid before you. And if you had said that you weren't married, I definitely saw that you saw that for you. But since you already are, and yes, I definitely see your daughter being in the medical field, a doctor.
It's funny how you said that she groups things.
Yeah.
She does group things already. I mean, she was grouping things since she was 3 months old.
Yeah. It's just in her.
Thank you.
Awesome. No. No, Monica. Can Monica, are you there? Thanks, Anita. I appreciate that.
That was Monica. That last.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm having like 5 different conversations on at the same time. But there's some people here that want to psychic readings, but they're going to try to connect with us later. So anyhow, Michael, what do you think about that? How do you feel about that?
It was interesting. I've never actually had a
so we kind of broke you in a little bit.
I'm only 45 minutes away from Sedona, so
I know, isn't that amazing? And I mean, you can find psychics a dime a dozen. On every corner, you can find a psychic there in Sedona. That's what's funny. You're absolutely right. So, well, I wish you the best and good luck to you. I don't know who. Wait. Okay, hang on a second. Girl, your next baby, I think is going to be a girl. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I do too.
I think you are. So start saving because she's going.
So you're gonna want to pick out a name for your girl there now, Michael.
all right.
I just thought I'd tell you that. All right, well, thank you for stopping by. And I really want to thank you for you guys being very hospitable and allowing me to do these shows here. I know some of your guests, they have fun with it, and it's nice. And for me, it's kind of nice to have a nice and positive environment to work with. So I really appreciate that.
If anybody's in the area, come to the Radisson Flagstaff. So.
Yeah, and at least give a shout out to Michael and let him know who you are. Awesome. Thanks a lot. Aloha. Okay, now what we're going to do, let me see how much time we got. And I apologize to all of you guys that we haven't got you, but I really want to thank you for being very patient. And again, if you want to get a reading on time, if you want to get it, go to spiritualproductions.com, sign up for the newsletter on the contact page, and also if you guys want, I'm Andrew Aloha, myself and I is doing a special 2-for-1 readings. If you pay for 1 hour reading, I'll give you a second one for free. You can gift it to a friend or whatever. You go to spiritualproductions.com. On the left-hand side, there's a link that says consultations, readings, and healings. Click on there, and you'll find my page, and then you can go from there. And anyhow, we're going to go ahead. We got about 25 minutes. We're going to go to the next caller, and then we're also going to bring in Tyler here for a reading as well. Area code 702, you're on the air.
Hello.
Aloha.
Hi, thank you for taking my call.
I thank you for coming by. What is your name? How'd you hear about it, and where are you located at?
My name is Maria, and I'm calling from Nevada, and I heard about you from my friend Teresa. She listens to your show all the time.
Okay. And does she live in Nevada as well?
No, she actually lives in North Carolina.
Okay, okay. So what is your question?
I would like to know if you can tell me what you picked up about my finances.
Finances. Okay, who wants to handle finances?
Pardon me?
Oh no, I'm talking to the rest of the talent here on the show.
Sorry.
Anita, Neil, Monica, which one of you wants to handle finances?
Well, hi.
Hi, Anita.
You have something a little more specific that you want to ask about finances? Do you need more money?
Well,
You're unemployed?
I'm kind of in a precarious situation because I had some health problems, and I spent a couple of weeks in the hospital, so I just got out. So I'm unable to look for work right now, and I had a payment coming from the state that didn't go into my account, and stuff, got behind while I was gone. So I'm, very stressed about money right now.
Okay. And what kind of work did you do before? What was your work?
I was an office manager, and then I got laid off because the company went under because of the economy.
Right. It looked like you had been laid off. So you can't look for work right now. When do you think you're going to be feeling better? It looks like your health's getting better now, though, isn't it?
Yes, they said I go back at the end of the month, and then they said as long as everything's okay, they'll release me.
Did you have surgery or something?
No, I actually had a problem with blood clots. I have blood clots in my legs, so I'm having trouble walking right now.
It's interesting. The first thing I saw was that the road to health is going to be through walking, that you actually need.
Oh, wow.
That you had been sitting for so long in your job that it had caused your energy to pool in your legs, which, of course, then physically creates the blood clots. Energy can show up in a lot of different ways, but in your case, you've got these blood clots. But walking or swimming is fabulous. Do you have a pool anywhere near you, like a city pool or your own?
Actually, my best friend does at her house.
Pools is so good, especially as you're rehabilitating yourself. Do some swimming. Maybe just tread water a little bit, and just get your circulation going. You have to get that circulation going through your legs so that you don't have those blood clots ever show up again.
Right.
Then you can start looking.
That's a good idea. The swimming.
Yeah,
I didn't even think about that, but that's a good idea.
Yeah, you really need exercise because you did really good in your job as a manager. You helped a lot of people. You held it together. I mean, you really held down the fort in so many ways. But meanwhile, you were being held down, always answering the phone, always sitting, all that, you know what I mean? That sedentary kind of life just doesn't work after a while. It's just not good for you. So you've got to keep your body moving, even if you get another office job. And I get that you will get an office job fairly soon because you interview really well. You show up well, and you're very positive, and you'll get another job. But in the meantime, I don't know if you have savings or anything like that you can just dole out to yourself. But if you can start looking for a job in about a month, is that what you said? No, you said by the end of the month. So I get maybe by June you might even have a job. You'll be able to start looking in May, and possibly by June something will show up because you really do have a positive outlook and your energy is bright. So when you show up for interviews, people like that's been the case, right?
Oh, thank you.
That's true. It really is true. You have bright energy, and so I think that's going to be a really positive thing for you, especially once you get your body moving. Then your whole body, not just your mind and your smile and your bright eyes, but your whole body is going to radiate good energy, and it'll help you a lot. In the meantime, if you can, like I said, just give yourself a little allowance each week and really be careful with your funds. You may need to borrow money from a friend until you get a job, but I get that you'll be fine. If you take care of your body and you really know that you have a body and treat it with respect and make sure that it works for you, then you'll be able to have a balanced life of mind and body, and really make sure you eat well too. Eat a lot of greens, eat lots of vegetables, lots of fruits. But I get a lot of vegetables primarily, lots of dark greens, leafy vegetables. I don't know if you like them, but kale and Swiss chard and broccoli, those things look really good for you
Okay. I have been trying to eat healthier since all this happened. It was like a huge wake-up call for me, so
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense.
You lost some weight, too, since then? Did you have to lose a little weight? Yeah.
I don't know if I have or not. I'm so bloated with the edema from the blood clots that I feel like I've gained weight. So I don't know once everything goes to normal what the situation will be.
Well, swimming is really good for edema, too. It really helps with water retention. It's as if the heavier compound placing your body into something denser than air really helps get the water out of the cells, and then you pee it out. It really helps that way, too. So swimming will be good for that reason as well.
Awesome.
I'm definitely going to try that because I didn't even think about that before.
Awesome. And thank you very much. And I want to give a shout out to Cosmic Carrie and also Paige 716. And thank you very much again, Anita. Now, what I want now, go ahead, Monica. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Monica.
Now you have blood clots. Are you on Coumadin?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I love what Anita is saying, but watch out with the kale and the leafy vegetables, the green leaves, because they're high in vitamin K. And when you're
Right.
Yeah, I'm a nurse. I'm a nurse too, so.
I just went through the thing with the pharmacy where they make you go for like a 45-minute consultation and tell you what you eat and not eat and all that stuff.
So once you're cleared from that, then eat up. Just eat all the rabbit food you can. So is this something that you've dealt with for a long time? Because I'm picking up that this is something that you've had for a while.
No, not the blood clots. What happened was I was having female problems, and I ended up hemorrhaging, and then that led to the blood clots. So the female problems, I have been dealing with for several years.
Okay, that must be what I'm picking up, because I did pick up a health issue that you've had for some time now.
Right.
You have to have a filter put in?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, the swimming is going to be great, but as far as your job, because I know that was your, and your finances, that was your main question, and I'll keep it short and sweet. May into June, and the doors are going to start opening. But it's like a process. Once your body starts to heal itself and become whole again, everything else is going to fall in place, including your finances and your job. Don't worry. It's all part of the healing process, and you're going to be just fine.
Oh, thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Awesome. And thank you very much, Monica. Now, Neil, you got anything to add to this?
Well, I want to ask you two questions. What's your name again?
Maria.
Maria. Oh, Maria. Was there a divorce here?
I've been divorced for about 7 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm picking up on, that you've been divorced. So I just wanted to get that clear. And is your mother crossed over?
No, but my grandmother raised me, and she is passed, so that's probably what you're picking up on.
That's what I'm picking up on. Okay, so now my feeling is this. Your financial state's going to improve, but sometimes we have to step backwards in order to step forwards. And I think there's something back there, somewhere in your past, about clearing it up. The blood clots also comes from an emotional energy in the body. So, you also want to do some deep tissue kind of massage and stuff and get that blood to reinvent itself. And don't let your body dictate that you're crumbling or getting older. Tell your body you're being renewed. What is your birth date, may I ask?
Sure. It's August 31st, 1964.
Yeah. Well, there's a strong 2 in your energy in terms of the 1964, and that's the second chakra where you've had your female problems. So you've got that strong zone going on. Let me see, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 22, 32. Got another 32. What happened when you were 32, Maria? Anything? Can you pinpoint it real quickly for me?
I
1996?
want to say that's when I had my last child.
Yeah. Okay, here's what this is about. It's about renewing yourself. Going inside and saying, how can I reinvent myself and renew myself and find youth as I age? That's what this is about. And you know, you're not, I mean, it's not that you're that old, but this is about renewal right now. This is what you're supposed to be doing. And so what the body is saying to you is, let's get rid of this old body. Let us reinvent our cell structure, our energy, our blood, our emotions, our heart. I want you to get into your heartbeat, because your heartbeat is sending that blood to your body. And I want you to listen to the rhythm of your heart and get back into it. Make it stimulate again. Listen to how it varies in its heartbeat. And let everything in your body listen to it, your fingertips, your feet. Because really what your body is saying is, I'm going to challenge you so you can't walk. And so your blood is getting stuck like a traffic zone. And what you got to do is start to do some creative visualization to get all of this stuff out. And I believe that if you do this, probably within a relatively short period of time, maybe even before August, Maria, you're going to find a new door. You're going to create a new door for yourself. And there's going to be some extraordinary money coming in that will, your energy. You got to get into that, though, to get yourself attractive to the business world again.
Right, I understand.
Okay?
Awesome.
Do you think a lot of visualization will really help him?
Absolutely, but only in terms of a holistic approach to your body. You've got to get your body to move, and you've got to start to understand the psychic chemistry of blood. Get a book on it, read it, and start to get into the esoteric attitude of blood. Your mind can change that.
Lorena Bell, is that correct? Is that how you say your name? I'm sorry, how do you say your name? Yes. What's that? I'm sorry. Okay, well, anyhow, Neil is correct. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Okay. Neil is absolutely correct in that no matter, I mean, whatever you put out in terms of your thoughts, words, and deeds, that's going to come back to you. And whether you eat food that's going to improve your thoughts, words, and deeds, or you do some kind of activity, or you even your environment. If you spend some time in an environment like here at the Radisson, where your thoughts, words, and deeds are much more positive, then that's going to improve your overall life quality, period, on all levels, whether it be your body, your physical, your emotional, your mental, your spiritual. And the more you think positive, the more you think healthy, the more you think wealthy, the more in your bliss you're going to be. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it does, because I'm starting to realize that, just on my own. So, yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, and so, and maybe you want, and even just taking a walk a day and just being in the sun, allowing the sun to invigorate your body and make it, just make it feel better, even if it's for a little bit, for a few minutes, or for 30, 40 minutes, then every little bit helps. You know what I'm saying? And if you eat better quality foods, even organic foods, if you can afford it, or just sometimes just staying away from cokes and caffeine, that would help. I mean, every little thing that you can do that will help that process. You'll want to do that. Does that make sense to you?
Right. I understand.
So we got about 10 minutes left, and I want to thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate you stopping by, and you can stop by, of course, and let us know how you're doing whenever you get a chance. And then
okay, I will. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. Many blessings.
Thank you. Aloha. God bless, and good luck with that. Aloha.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, now we're going to bring in Tyler. Now you guys all heard that music earlier. guys like that? Were you guys okay with that? Well, we're going to bring in Tyler because he said he wants you guys to do a little reading on him. So go ahead, Tyler. You're on the air. Can you hear us? Okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay. How you doing?
Good, good. So, you want like a general reading, or do you want just? We got about 9 minutes left. Do you have a specific question?
How about just a general reading? That would be fine.
Okay, if you want to give Neil Baker your address, I mean your birthday, then we can start with that. How's that?
Okay. All right. That's 11/12/62, which is November 12th.
Well, you know, you are the master. The master chakra you are is expression. That's chakra number 5, and that's what you're all about is expression. You're piano playing, composing music. You're absolutely meant to compose and improvise.
That's exactly right. I mean, ever since I was a little kid, I remember when I was 6 years old that my dad bought me a piano, and I used to fantasize at 6 years old playing in front of people and just playing. And I've been a musician all my life, and you're exactly right.
Yeah. So what's going to happen, Tyler, is that you know the amount of time you've devoted yourself to this career is going to start to pay off because now what comes is you leave your legacy. You start to present a world. The world that you start to enter is where you leave a legacy. And that's where you've got to start to improvise and get recordings and compositions recorded and copyrighted and things like this, and to almost promote it into a kind of a performance piece with effects, sound effects, and visual effects, so that your playing becomes a totally gratifying visual, psychedelic almost experience, sensual.
And that's exactly how I when I come up with my songs, that's just how it is. It's like it just comes from, it's just within me. It's just my expression, and I know that can go far. And exactly what you're saying is, I need to pursue that. And I'm doing a job right now that I'm not happy with, and I'm trying to get out of it. And I do have some shows that a couple jobs that I have have been playing, and I just need to get away from that job that I'm doing right now. And I know what direction I'm going now, and this tonight is definitely meant to be for me to be here tonight. And when I come through here, because I live out here in Flagstaff, I knew it was meant to be when I first came here to this place and played, and this is just kind of great, it just kind of gives me that push, which way I already knew which way I was going, and you hit it right on the nail, exactly. Is there anything else? I mean,
we've only got a few minutes, and let's let Monica and Anita share some things.
Okay, Monica, go ahead. Thank you. Neil.
This is Monica. I definitely.
How you doing, Monica?
I'm doing good. You're going to be doing wonderful. You're doing wonderful now, and you are just going to keep getting better and better and better. I do see you composing. I do see you playing. I do see you traveling, and not just stateside, but worldwide. I do. Can I have your autograph now? Can you fax it to me or something? Because your name is going to be big. And I can say I know him because I got to tell him that this was, before he knew it, this was going to be big for him. So
wow.
I definitely see this getting really, really big for you. Don't stop. Let it just keep flowing. Let it keep growing. And this is what you were meant to do. This is, and actually,
exactly.
Your music is actually going to be very healing for people. You're going to be, through your music, people, it's very soothing, very, very healing. So there's more to it than just making music. It's more. It's about healing. So congratulations now.
Thank you very much.
I applaud you.
Thank you. And there was one more? Who was the other person?
Yeah, there's just one more. We got Anita Casalina. And before you start, Anita, I want to first thank everybody here for stopping by. I would appreciate your patience, and I hope that you enjoy the show. You can always stop by and give us a shout and let us know how you like the show. yahoo.com, or on Blog Talk if you're a Blog Talk Radio Show member, and whatever else. So and of course, if you need else, connect with us on the newsletter, so so that way you can get information in advance, so you'll know when we're here. So you can get here here earlier than now. So that way you can place you on. Anyhow, go ahead, Anita, and then we got about 4 minutes left, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you very much.
Tyler, for a panel that music that you played during our break was so passionate. Here I'm listening on a little telephone, and there was some microphone somewhere, but I could feel it in my cells, what you were doing. And I can see that in many past lives you have been a musician. You've been renowned. You've been world renowned in the times when that was appropriate and worked, and other times, but you've been a master. You've been a master in music forever. And so that's what's going on with you this lifetime. And you need to decide for yourself where you want that to go. You need to make a business plan for yourself. And you need to do something with your music to move that business plan forward every day. One little thing towards that every day. So if you want to record a CD, do something about that every day. If you want to build a website, which I think you should have, build that every day. Do something towards what Monica called the legacy, bringing that, or maybe it was Neil, bringing that legacy to the world. You want to reach more people. And being online. The Internet now allows us to find one another everywhere. Look at us. We're all here together in one little chapel, and we're all actually all over the United States. So this is really important for you to make a plan, make a business plan, and see where you'd like to be, and then make something happen every day in that direction, and that'll help you get out of the jobs that you don't like and into what you want.
Yes, I definitely want to get out of that, and I know exactly what you said. The passion is just came natural, and I know I have something to give, and I always knew that I had something to give, even when I was a 6-year-old little kid when I opened that front door.
Yeah, more people are going to want to hear you. So really try to figure out a way. Find somebody to help you with a website. Trade something with them if you don't have the money. Figure out how to record things. Get them recorded. You can get them on to iTunes. There's a lot of things you can do. Put things on YouTube so that people see you and hear you. Make it simple.
Yes, exactly. And like I said, I was talking to, I forgot his name, but I've been in the industry for a while. I actually had a record contract, and I played drums in a heavy metal band. And then my daughters got on the show, and I did meet some producers and stuff like that. She was on a known show. She was on it for 3 years. I don't know if I can say it over the air or whatever, but she was. I met a lot of people, and I know music is for me, and I'm glad I got to talk to you guys, and I'm glad there was a reason for me to be here tonight, and that's why I come here. I thank you very much.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Tyler. That was incredible music. I really appreciate it, and I was happy to air it online with our guests here now. And somehow we'll connect again, and we'll make it happen.
Yep. All right. Thank you.
Good luck, and God bless, and of course, let us come back by and let us know how you're doing. Aloha. Aloha.
Thank you.
Aloha. I want to thank all of you, others for stopping by. I want to give a shout out to Lorraine Bell. I believe that's her name. Anyhow, thank you, Anita, Neil, Monica, for stopping by. I really appreciate you guys. You guys do an amazing job with these people, and it shows, because these lines have been really full. I mean, we couldn't get to everyone, but we did get to everyone, so that was good. I appreciate that. So anyhow, everyone else, thank you. Have an awesome Easter. We're doing Easter. We're doing a meditation on next Easter, next on the 24th for Easter, and we have the relationship show on Sunday if you want to stop by, and then at least give us a shout and let us know and say hi. Have a God-goddess weekend. Be the love that you are, always have been, and always will be.